attention. I honestly intend to drag you out by your nostrils if you don't get the hell out of my apartment immediately, if not sooner. Snatching the glass, I walked through to the kitchen and paused at the sink. For a brief moment, I considered just downing the remnants myself, but decided against it owing to probable undead cooties. Don't worry, I'm getting rid of him, I told Gilbert, Stewie, and Stella, my 3 feline roommates, as I slung the glass's contents down the sink. They sat poised like gargoyles on the kitchen counter, sniffing at the pear-scented tendrils curling out into the kitchen. It had been the smell of my best bubble bath that tipped me off when I'd opened the door to my small studio apartment in a converted Victorian home in historic Georgetown, Colorado. So much for an evening of Netflix and chill. And cheese. So much cheese. Palming my Gunter Wilhelm butcher's knife, I stomped back into the bathroom where Hemingway puffed at his pipe. An impressive effort, considering vampires didn't actually breathe. "Stop that!" I hissed, slapping the pipe from his hand. "You'll set off the smoke detector." Bits of charred tobacco flake floated on the water's surface like autumn leaves on a pond.
"That was altogether uncalled for,"
Hemingway sniffed, his impressive mustache tugging upward. Feeling no particular need for ceremony, I angled the butcher knife's tip at his jugular. His borrowed blood would quickly make the bath a salty soup should the vein be severed. "I'm calling for you to get out of here before I give you a second mouth," I said, pressing the blade into his skin just enough to create a tiny dart of flesh. His chest ceased to rise. He'd been undead long enough that breathing was no longer a habit and died away under pressure. "And before you explain to me why I should be honored by your visit and reveal the sacred purpose which brings you, let me save you some time by telling you the answer is no. And not just no, but hell no."
"I don't recall asking a question."
Hemingway's thick brows drew together, creating a ponderous crease in the center of his forehead. "You didn't," I said. "But you will. All the others have. Twain, Poe, Dickens, Fitzgerald." He sat forward in the bath, the water sloshing against the sides of my once-beloved clawfoot tub.
"They have been here."
"Bro, I've had enough famous writers wander through here to make a tenured literature professor cream his starched boxers." Hemingway's eyes took on the same kind of gleam I often caught in my own accidental reflection in a donut shop window.
"Wilde said."
"Oh, I know what Wilde said." A hot blue flame of irritation flickered to life at the base of my skull. "I know what he said because I lived it." Hemingway opened his mouth to speak, but I retracted the knife from his neck, plopped down on the toilet lid, and rattled on. "There I was, minding my own business, schlepping around London looking for my 431-year-old werewolf boss, and shazam! Oscar Wilde starts snacking me down like I'm a triple cream brie croque monsieur. And if that's not bad enough, he's got to tell every damn vampire in his knitting circle I'm the sanguine equivalent of crack. Next thing I know, I've got a line of vampires around the block asking for samples. Samples! Oh, just one little sip, Miss Hanna. I promise I won't try to eat your soul, Miss Hanna."
"Well,
If you run into Oscar, tell him there's a dick punch coming his way," I said, pointing the knife's tip for emphasis.
"Might you be persuaded to cease waving your weapon in my vicinity?"
he asked. "Might you be persuaded to get your undead ass out of my tub?" Hemingway appeared to consider this.
"I might."
"Look, it's not like I don't understand your curiosity. I really do. I mean, shit, there's all kinds of cheeses I want to try. Pule, for instance. Never mind it's made from the milk of a genetically superior pack of Serbian donkeys. Speaking of, did you know that donkey's milk has 60 times the amount of vitamin C compared to cow's milk?"
"I can't say that I—"
"True story," I said. "And it only has 1% of its fat content, which is why Pule is so crumbly. Why anyone would want to pay $567 a pound for crumbly-ass cheese is way beyond me when there's such a thing as triple cream brie in the world. You follow me?" Ernest Hemingway blinked. Okay, maybe not my best work metaphor-wise. Scooting forward on the toilet seat, I looked Hemingway straight in the eye. "The point is..."